In the case of the Hebrew tribes, God had pulled a few strings with Pharaoh for their release, and once they left, he had also mentioned something about taking them to this great little place he knew where they had fountains spouting milk and honey, or something like that. God knew this would be a long trip, so he packed some snacks that he set out for them to find every morning. He gave them a GPS system that with these really cool avatars of a pillar of fire and a column of cloud. Additionally, as any worrisome parent would do, he wrote down the directions for them in 10 easy to follow steps. Well, the Israelites were no different than any other children and immediately ignored them. They just knew better. Of course, they got lost and wound up and wandered to Asia. And Joshua, we heard after 40 years, they finally given in and followed God's way. And they found where they were supposed to be. And God gave them everything he promised. The psalmist tells of how he had done things his own way, and he trusted in himself that things were very good. The psalm speaks of the heavy, impossible, depressed feelings he was having. Then the writer acknowledges he was living a sinful life, repents, and begins living the way of God. In that moment, he begins to feel joy again, and his life starts heading in the right direction. The psalm goes on to suggest that one should also openly rejoice and celebrate this. In the gospel lesson, Jesus approaches the same theme, but this time he uses a parable to teach the lesson. With such a simple concept, one should ask himself, why choose this method? A parable isn't surprising, as they were the teaching standards in Jesus' time. But their purpose was to leave the listener with a mystery to chew on. One was supposed to think about the story until the deeper meaning was realized. This would seem an odd choice for such a straightforward message. However, Jesus had a habit of adding a new twist onto old things. To better see the message, we need to look closely at who each of the characters in the story represent. Most have heard the story many times, and I'm sure we could retell it almost exactly. So I'll skip over much of the details. Especially there is a father with two sons, one older and one younger. We must glean from the story that this family was fairly wealthy in this time the parable was told. It was the custom for the eldest male child to inherit the vast majority of the father's estate of money, while the younger male siblings would be given a decent nest egg with which they would have the means to begin working toward creating their lives in the estate. If they managed it well, the younger son could impetuate and ask for a share of the inheritance early. Then he takes off and squanders for every denarius, or he spent every last penny. The younger son, at his lowest point, finds himself working for someone in the fields alongside slaves. While receiving less compensation than the slaves, he realizes of his mistake and returns to his father, intending to ask to work as a slave in the father's fields. The son's thinking being that he didn't deserve any more than that, but at least he would have food, clothing, and shelter. The father, when he sees his younger son coming up the road, he doesn't wait to even hear his request. Instead, orders his slaves to immediately give the son money and clothing, restoring him again to his full rank in the family, and orders that lavish party would be given to celebrate his return to the family. The obedient older brother, who had always been faithful to his father, almost understandably becomes jealous of the party and gives ways. The one who was lost still receives everything God had promised, and it is a joyous occasion. We have a general message of the first two lessons, like, isn't there something a little different about part of what the father does in the story? And who does the jealous older son represent? I suggest the church and its bodies of individual members are the older son. We are all trying both individually and as a family to follow God's path for us. The older son's jealousy actually represents our own lethargy and apathy towards those who are still wandering in the wilderness. Yet in this parable, Jesus says, when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. The father didn't sit in the rocker on his front porch sipping iced tea and wait to see if he actually made it back. He went to his wayward son and helped him home, showing him love, compassion, and making him feel as though he belonged to the family. If we feel we deserve the party more for what we are already doing, then are we just as lost? Therefore, St. Paul admonishes the church of Corinth that all this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ, and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, in Christ, God was reconciling the world to himself and entrusting the message of reconciliation to us. We are go to and help others